Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Stigmatuli Ayah as our tutor methodology of final project. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila Meliana Ruknida. I am 5th semester student of an accounting diploma study program, majoring in accounting at the Semarang State Polytechnic. Today, I will present my final project proposal entitled Preparation of Cash Flow Statement on PDAM Kabupaten Z in 2020. There will be 3 sections in my presentation. I will start to introduction, then literature review, and the last is methodology. Okay, and I will start it. Chapter 1, Introduction. In this section, I will divide it into 4 sub-chapters. Introduction number 1 is research background. The cash flow statement is part of the financial statements of a company produced in an accounting period that show the flow of money or cash in and out of the company. The cash flow statement is one of the most important financial reports. Why is that? The first thing is, the cash flow statement is a report that must be prepared by a company based on the 1994 Financial Accounting Standard or PSAK number 2. And the second one is the cash flow statement and to provide information about the entity's cash flow that is useful for user of financial statement as a basis for assessing the entity's ability to generate cash and cash equivalent as well as assessing the entity's need to use this cash flow. Meanwhile, Water Supply Company or PDAM is a local company that manages water resources in Kabupaten Z. Every year, PDAM has prepared a financial report, but until 2020, the financial report prepared by PDAM doesn't include a cash flow statement. Considering the importance of cash flow statement, and this report is mandatory for a company, so this research needs to be done in preparing a cash flow statement in order to find out the net cash flow owned by the water supply company or PDAM Kabupaten Z, so that the cash flow statement compiled for the PDAM can assess the performance of its company to generate net cash flow. Introduction number 2, Formulation of Problem. Considering that based on the research background, then the problem can be formulated, namely, preparation of cash flow statement on PDAM Kabupaten Z in 2020. Introduction number 3, the purpose of research. Based on the formulation of the problem above, the purpose of writing this final project proposal is to prepare a cash flow statement at the water supply company or PDAM Kabupaten Z for the 2020 period using the direct and the indirect method. With the compilation of cash flow statement, the water supply company can provide information on the financial position, performance, and financial report of water supply company cash flow that are useful for user in making economic decisions, and show what management has done or management accountability for the use of research entrusted to it. Introduction number 4, the benefit of research. In this final project, the benefits obtained are for the development of knowledge, especially in the field of accounting and adding insight in the preparation of cash flow statement at water supply company or PDAM. In addition, the benefit of this final project is to provide knowledge about the stage of preparing a cash flow statement using 2 methods. Chapter 2, Literature Review. In this section, discusses the theory used in the reading of this final project, which consists: first, definition of purpose of PDAM; second, definition and component of PDAM financial statement; third, the purpose of the PDAM financial statement; fourth, definition of cash equivalent, and cash flow statement; fifth, the purpose and benefit of the cash flow statement; sixth, classification of cash flow statement; seven, source of cash flow information; and the last is step for preparing a cash flow statement and the method for preparing cash flow statement. And the last chapter is methodology. According to Sugiono 2015, research methodology is a scientific way to obtain data with specific purposes and uses. Methodology is also a theoretical analysis of a method. The type of data classification recorded in the final project research are grouped into two, namely according to the sources and according to their character. First, classification of data according to source. According to Sugiono, 2015 data sources are divided into two, namely primary data and secondary data. Primary data is a data source that directly provides data to data collector. Primary data that will be used in this final project is obtained from the accounting section of the water supply company or PDAM Kabupaten Z. And the data to be used is an explanation of the financial and historical reports notes of the PDAM. Secondary data that will be used in this final project are comparative balance sheets for 2019 and 2020. Then calculation of business result for the period ending December 31 in 2020 and selected transaction data. Number 2, calculation of data according to their character. According to Sugiono 2015, there are two types of data, namely qualitative and quantitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data is data in the form of words, scenes, and image. The qualitative data of the study is an overview of the PDAM in the form of the history of the establishment of the PDAM, the organizational structure, accounting policies, and an explanation of the data from PDAMY Kabupaten Z. Besides quantitative data, is data in the form of numeric or extrapolated qualitative data. Quantitative data of this research are in the form of balance sheet for 2019 and 2020. Then business result calculation report for the period 31 December 2020 and selected transaction data obtained from PDAMY Kabupaten Z. Method of collecting data. In writing this final project, the data collection method used by the author to obtain data and information on PDAMY Kabupaten Z is as follows. First, interview. The auditor conducted an interview with the financial department of PDAMY Kabupaten Z to get information about the history, organizational structure, and duties and function of PDAMY Kabupaten Z. Then an interview with the treasurer regarding matter relating to financial statements and transactions in 2020. Second is documentary study. The writer conduct literature study by reading books and literature that can be accounted for by the author and can support the author in preparing the final project. Method of writing. In writing this final project, the writing method used is as follows. First, description method. The author will use this form of writing to describe the general description and organizational structure of PDAMY Kabupaten Z. And second, exposition method. This form of writing will be used by the author to describe the preparation of the cash flow statement and calculation related to the preparation of the cash flow statement. Well, that's all of my presentation. I apologize if there are any mistakes in the material presentation and maybe in my pronunciation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.